October, falling leaves, pumpkin spice, and of course, spooky season, y'all. But this year, there's a change in the air, and it all has something to do with an idea on social media called October Theory.
The first and main part is basically that October is like the second New Year's of the year. And this is because by the time it gets to October, people are like, oh my God, like if I want to make changes in my life and improve myself before the new year, before January, like this is the time. There's only a couple months left in the year. And this gets kind of people thinking about like what has been going on in their life this past year, what they've been doing, and what changes they want to make before the year's over.
Distracted by the contouring that she was doing on her face while she was talking.
This is a thing.
It's basically October serving as a springboard to a 90-day glow up before the new year. Yeah, so basically it's a time of reflection, looking back on who you were this year and who you want to be in the next year and what you want to accomplish.
First of all, she's a little too young to be giving us advice. Very pretty.
That part.
Very pretty.
That part.
But as you know, and I talked about the holidays, like it's almost impossible once you start getting through past Halloween, and then we get into the holidays, into Thanksgiving and Christmas.
It's just treats
like,
after treats after treats after sugar after food. Yeah.
It's just like there's a lot of stuff going on. That's why New Year's is the best. Like just let's get through the rest of the year, enjoy it.
Right.
With your family. Stop stressing about it.
Stop.
And
it's like the dietary Christmas creep. Do you know what I mean? How it's like, okay, I don't need to springboard anything. You know what I need?
Yeah.
I need to enjoy my cocktails.
That's right.
And I need to enjoy my cookies. And not apologize for it.
I just got a pumpkin spice martini from Trader Joe's.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, that could go either way, actually. I don't want to go that far. Pumpkin spice martini?
Yeah, like a coffee martini. You like a espresso martini.
Okay.
Pumpkin spice espresso martini.
Let me know how it goes.
I will. I will.
Maybe this weekend.
Coming up, are Taylor Swift fans loving the new album?
Yeah, the album's out right now. Have you listened? Have you heard any tracks?
I heard.
We're going to hear what she has to say about one of the new songs with a personal connection to Travis. Trav. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Thanks so much for joining us. 6:30. I'm Jen Lammers.
October the 3rd, a busy morning for you on this Friday. I'm Bob DeCastro, and here's a look at some of the stories we'll be covering this morning. Mario.
In El Segundo, a massive explosion and fire erupts at the Chevron refinery late last night, and this morning, you can see it behind me, it continues to burn. We're live from the scene with more on what officials are saying coming up.
Good morning. The Pacific Air Show will be taking off today, taking flight in Huntington Beach, but we'll tell you who will not be participating because of the government shutdown.
And we are talking Taylor's new album. It's officially out, The Life of a Showgirl. We've been listening during the commercial breaks. Maria. Yeah.
And what do we say? What do we think
I
of
mean,
it?
I've only gotten through one half of one song.
I've heard like 2 of them.
Okay.
Or parts of 2 of them.
Yeah.
And what do we think so far, though? Is it thumbs up?
I think that this album was produced by Max Martin, which he did all the bops for all the
Huge
yes.
hit maker.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So it's a little bit different. It's
I've
not
heard
as...
that it's more of like a dancey.
It is.
Dancey thing. Okay. All right. I can't wait to listen a little bit later for the Showgirl era. Good morning. We have some clouds outside. We're waking up to this on this Friday morning. A beautiful view of Long Beach, nonetheless. A little bit of that cloud cover producing some light rain or drizzle, depending on where you are. Definitely seeing that deeper marine layer and cloud cover extending inland at this hour. It will dissipate for a lot of areas, but pockets of this will be throughout the morning. The temperatures yesterday actually did warm up a little bit. We got up to 82 for downtown LA, which is 2 degrees above the average of 80. We're going to bring it back down, though, today as we continue to see the onshore flow with us. So we're going to bring it way down to 75. We do have a storm system nearby just to our north, not impacting us directly, but it is increasing the onshore flow. The average is 80, as I mentioned. That sun will come up momentarily at 6:49 and then setting at 6:34. Highs today will range anywhere from 91 in Palm Springs. That'll be one of the warmer spots. 79 in Riverside. Same for Corona. 75 downtown LA to that 80 degrees in Woodland Hills. I'll show you the 7-day forecast in just a few moments. But first, let's check back in on the fire. Stu is up in Sky Fox watching what's going on over there in El Segundo. What's the latest, Stu?
Hey, good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. The latest, sad to say, is that fire still burning. And is it out of control? Well, the fire department, it is contained to that spot that you see there. This is definitely at the Chevron refinery. If this is the first time you're seeing it, this started at 9:30 last night. What we've been watching, well, besides the firefight at that big ball of fire, is also fire crews in the plant at different areas actually working to shut down that whole plant. That seems to be the plan, or that's what they need to do to put that fire out safely. That's going to be a problem for later on because they're going to have to restart it. We've talked about that in the past. That is a big process in itself, but right now, no injuries to firefighters, no injuries to civilians or workers at the plant, but those flames continue to burn out here, and you can see them from the 405, the 105, and anywhere in the El Segundo area. And you know what? A little bit of a shameless promotion. You know what? If you're interested in this, you can watch us on YouTube right now, Leveling Out, Google Leveling Out. We're live on YouTube. That's basically just a feed from the helicopter. Now I'm sending it back to y'all in the studio.
All right. Thank you, Stu. Yeah, he has the unvarnished version up there on YouTube. Yeah. Okay, so for more on the fire, where you can see it, where Mario is there on the ground, let's go out to him for more. Good morning.
Jen, Bob, good morning. It really is amazing. More than 1,100 employees work at that Chevron refinery, and no injuries were reported when this all happened late last night. And this morning, we're along Pacific and 35th Street here at a residential neighborhood, and you can see those flames are still going. Officials say it's under control, but crews are still battling the flames that erupted late last night. So take a look. That fiery explosion at the Chevron refinery lighting up the night sky and sending flames soaring above the South Bay. Again, around 9:30 last night, those flames and a deep roar could be heard and felt across parts of Manhattan and Redondo Beach. By 10:30 last night, officials say the fire was mostly contained, but more importantly, there were no injuries. Chevron officials confirming the flames never left the facility and all workers inside were accounted for. But out of an abundance of caution, residents in North Manhattan Beach were ordered to stay indoors until about 1:30 this morning. And we spoke with the resident who says she was at Top Golf less than a mile away when the explosion sparked panic there.
Around 9:30, I had finished my turn, and I went back to the table when I heard the explosion and felt it, and I seen the window light up bright red. We were lucky to be at the bottom floor with the kids, but when we stepped outside, you could hear the gas and the flames. It was like roaring really loud. It was really surreal.
And this is one of the largest refineries in California, processing hundreds of thousands of barrels of crude oil every day. And once this fire is out, an investigation will get underway into the official cause from Chevron, state, and federal agencies. And back out here live, I just spoke to a resident here in this neighborhood who says after that explosion, she stepped out onto her porch thinking it was an earthquake, watching those flames, and says it felt like she was standing in front of a campfire, even though she was a mile away. For now, that's the latest here in El Segundo. We'll send it back to you.
Wow. All right. Thank you, Mario. So LAX's long-delayed airport train project has hit another snag, the automated people mover, which is meant to link LAX with public transit and a huge car rental center, is now set to open in June 2026. More than 3 years behind schedule. The $3 billion project has faced repeated delays, disagreements, and rising costs. Construction began back in 2019, and even though officials say it's 95% done, work has slowed down, with Los Angeles hosting major events, too, like the 2026 World Cup and the 2028 Olympics. Officials are hoping the train will be ready in time. If not, they do say backup plans are ready.
All right, the Pacific Air Show gets underway today for a full weekend of acrobatic stunts, demonstrations, and family entertainment in Huntington Beach.
It'll look a little bit different, though, this year, given the government shutdown, but Coco McAvoy is there now with a preview. Good morning.
Good morning. And the Pacific Air Show is such a huge event. People love it. They flock here to Huntington Beach. Millions of people. Like you mentioned, the show lineup will be slightly different, and that's because of the government shutdown. Let's take a look at some of the video of the Thunderbirds. They're a fan favorite every single year. They put on an amazing show. They will not be part of the show this year, though some of the Thunderbird members will still be here. They will not be flying because of the government shutdown, but the show will go on. There'll be lots of international support, international planes. What's really cool about this show, in my opinion, is the fact that there's so much international participation. Speaking of that, I want to introduce you now to Byron Waller and Jenny Waller, his mom. So Byron, it's so cool. You flew all around Australia last year. This year you're flying around the world, including here. Talk about your mission.
So my name's Byron Waller. I'm from Brisbane in Australia. And I'm currently flying around the world to show kids that they can achieve their dreams no matter what situation or circumstance they're in, and that there is more ways to get out of things and escape what they're going through by finding a passion and going for that, and nothing's too big to achieve. No matter what you put your mind to, you can manage to achieve that, no matter what your mindset is, really.
And that's an incredible mission, and you're also spreading awareness for Crohn's disease, right?
Yeah, so for a lot of my life I was in and out of hospitals, so I want to spread awareness to kids achieving their dreams, and Crohn's disease in particular, because that has a really tough spot in my heart. So I want to just show people that they can overcome their obstacles and achieve something extraordinary and make the best out of something. Instead of taking it as a worst scenario, just make it good for themselves and make the best out of that situation is the biggest goal, yeah.
And that's so motivational to hear from a 15-year-old. If you can talk about, from flying so far, what was the most challenging part that you've endured in your flight?
I think the most challenging part of the trip so far has been facing weather across the North Atlantic, especially going into the Faroe Islands. We had 52-knot winds going over a fjord, and that was basically causing this fjord to become a washing machine, so we're being chucked around all over the place.
Wow.
As we were coming into land, and then the relief it felt when we were on the last 100 feet into landing, and it just calmed down a bit because there wasn't a fjord in the way, and it was just nice. But then that was pretty sketchy weather. And then also the North Atlantic's so unpredictable. You might be having clear blue skies, and then the next minute you've got clouds all over you. You've got to find a way to get through, and it's just very unpredictable over there, yeah.
Yes, and we're running out of time, but Jenny, I do want you to speak about how proud you are of Byron.
I am so proud of this kid. I just can't believe that he's doing this, flying around the world, and at 15, and in a tiny little single-engine Sling TSI. It's absolutely amazing, and you've done so well, kiddo.
Thank you.
Well, we love it. Thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you so much, Byron, as well. We're so happy that you're here. Pacific Air Show kicks off at 10 o'clock this morning. Gates open at 9. I'll send it back to you.
What a terrific young man. I could tell his mom was so proud just by the way she was looking at him during the interview. That's great.
Awesome. Thank you, Coco. We'll check in with you Yeah, we were saying, Maria, like, not old enough to drive yet, but he's like, flying across the world.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? It's so amazing.
Incredible.
All our future aviation specialists definitely going to be going down, right, to check it out. We have some great weather for the weekend. That's the good news. Right now, though, we're still looking at some clouds. This is all actually related to an area of low pressure that is spinning to our north. So this trough of lower pressure is what is continuing to reinforce the onshore flow for us, producing this very deep marine layer this morning, as well as that pockets of drizzle in the forecast. High temperatures will stay below normal because of this cooler air mass moving in. This will also kick up the winds, especially over the mountains and deserts later this afternoon. As that low moves out of here, though, that will mean mild and dry conditions for the weekend. I am watching Octave, maybe generating a little bit of swell activity, some surf for parts of Baja and San Diego here in SoCal. But it's this area here that we are watching. This could be developing into the next tropical system and could be moving up a little bit farther to the north, and not just bringing some rain over Baja, but it could be bringing us some subtropical moisture and some active weather as we get into next week, Thursday, Friday. So just keep that in mind as you plan ahead for next week. In the meantime, Santa Fe Springs, good morning, around 76 today, so cooler with the cloud cover. And then it does warm up tomorrow. Sunday we'll get warmer a few degrees, and then we'll bring it back down on Monday with a slightly stronger onshore flow. And then it warms up again on Thursday. Like I said, even a chance for some more active weather. All right, let's head upstairs to Stu and the crew up in Sky Fox. Get another look at what's going on outside on our freeways. Hey, Stu, definitely seeing some of that cloud cover in your shot. Good morning.
Hey, yes, Maria, sorry about that. And good morning, everybody. I'm going to do a quick button push here. That is the 405 through the clouds. This traffic report brought to us by Morgan and Morgan. Just letting you know, those northbound lanes on that 405, that fire definitely not affecting you. Moving along super well. Southbound from the 105 down into the south, down towards Long Beach, also looking like a great drive. If that 405 is your ride, trust me, it's there underneath those clouds. Those clouds not affecting your ride at all. Skyfox stuck over here by the refinery, keeping an eye on the fire. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots, shall we?
There's a reason Kyle Busch hates school zones. Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm.
Hey, Dad, maybe Mom can do carpool next time.
Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
See, you can hear it. It's going to be an earworm, right?
I think I like it now.
Fate of Ophelia is the marquee song on her new album. So Taylor Swift's 12th studio album has arrived. The Life of a Showgirl features 12 new tracks, including a collaboration with Sabrina Carpenter on the title song. So you just heard a little snippet of the first single, The Fate of Ophelia. The music video for that song will be released at 4 p.m. Pacific time this Sunday. But here's Taylor talking about another song on the album called Opalite.
I have like favorite words, favorite phrases, things that I'll put in like an endless file of lyrics that I'm just constantly going to like go and cherry pick from when I'm writing. And I had written down the word opalite because I learned that it's actually a man-made opal. Like opal can be man-made just like diamonds. And so Travis's birthstone is an opal. So it's like that I've always fixated on that. I've always loved that stone. And I thought it was a kind of a cool metaphor that like it's a man-made opal and happiness can also be man-made too.
Ooh, she's
really thinks
very, I mean, I know that everyone in the world knows this, but it just dawns on me every once in a while hearing these interviews that she does, how insightful she is.
The lyrics actually come from a place, right?
Like a real place, and she's put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah, I heard that, well, you know, she wrote this while she was on tour, and that was like the height of her and Travis falling in love. And so there's a lot of songs there that is clearly about him and the love they were sharing, right?
It's not as, from what the reviews that I've read, not as tormented as a lot of her other lyrics have been, because she's been going through heartbreak, and this one is a bit happier and a little sexier. Some of the songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, well, you know, there was a lot of falling in love going on.
That's right.
During that tour. Okay, I can't wait to hear it, so thank you. We've got this, you guys, good morning. We're waking up to some clouds and a little bit of drizzle. This is our future cast, and you can look ahead to some of what we're expecting this afternoon and evening. So some clearing and some dissipation of that cloud cover. And then we look at some more sunshine for Saturday and Sunday before another system comes to influence our weather on Monday. So we'll get back to more of that deeper cloud cover on Monday with another opportunity for some light drizzle. If you are headed to the beach today, remember we do still have that fire going on in El Segundo, so the air quality is a little on the poorer side. So just be aware of that. Keep your doors and windows closed if you're in and around El Segundo. And of course, if you're driving near there, keep the air circ on recirc inside your car. Speaking of the beach, Ventura County, LA Beach is 2 to 4 feet. As far as those surf heights, Orange County, San Diego 1 to 3. Temperatures on the sand in the upper 60s, low 70s. So we still got that drizzle or light rain chance this morning. A little drier tomorrow and Sunday. There is a chance looking ahead to next week, Thursday, the end of the week and Friday, more active weather could be coming up from the south, subtropical moisture. So we do have that in the extended outlook. So just keep that in mind as you plan well ahead. Otherwise, 75 in downtown today with some partly sunny to partly cloudy skies. A little on the cooler side, cooler than average. 80 for the valleys and the Inland Empire. Drier tomorrow and Sunday before more clouds come in on Monday. Gustier winds over the mountains and deserts, so we do have that wind advisory in effect through tomorrow morning. So keep that in mind as well if you're driving in those areas with those high-profile vehicles. My goodness, overnight low temperatures, really cold now, nearing the below freezing for Big Bear area. 74 degrees for the high desert with those gustier winds to 77 tomorrow, so a little warmer. 91 today in Palm Springs. All right, let's send it back to, are we going up to Stu? I don't know. Where are we going? No? Okay, I'll send it back to you too.
Hey, Maria, thank you. So what do you think is the best way to find the love of your life? Well, what about a billboard? One California woman is shooting her shot, keeping her fingers crossed. That story coming up next.
woman in California is putting herself out there, quite literally. This is in an attempt to find love. The 42-year-old rented a dozen billboards along California's Highway 101, offering her hand in marriage. She says she's not ashamed. She just wants to find the one after a failed relationship followed by a string of dating app disasters. The ad asks eligible bachelors to check out her website where they can apply to be her man.
Well, girl, you're going to get all kinds of people.
I always say, like, cast a very large net.
That's a real large net.
Right?
There, Bob.
There's someone for everyone in this world, right?
There's a lid for every pot, as they say.
Right? So someone's driving by and like...
There's a butt for every seat. I don't know. It's on the side of the freeway like that.
You never know. I hope it works. I hope it works for her.
Oh, MG. All right, yes, best of luck. Coming up, it is a story everybody's talking about today. Sentencing for Sean Diddy Combs. Will he go to prison or will he walk? We have the latest from New York coming up next.
Thanks for starting your morning with us and ending your week with us. It is Friday. Happy Friday to you. I'm Bob DeCastro.
And I'm Jen Lommers. Let's take a look at the stories that we're covering this morning. We do continue to follow that breaking news out of El Segundo, where a fire at the Chevron refinery is still burning this morning. We're live with all the efforts to put out the flames.
Also a big day in New York City. Sean Diddy Combs appearing in a Manhattan courtroom, waiting to hear his fate. proceedings get underway as we speak. We have the very latest on his sentencing, and we'll have the very latest as it happens.
And the Pacific Air Show taking flight this morning, but with the government shutdown, fans can expect some changes. We'll take you there live. And as we mentioned, we do begin with breaking news out of El Segundo, where crews are still working to put out that Chevron refinery fire.
We've got Mario live there in El Segundo at the scene with the very latest. Mario.
Yeah, good morning. We have been watching this activity here from a residential neighborhood where we've been talking to residents who say it sounded and felt like an earthquake late last night. Just take a look. You can see here behind me from 35th and Pacific. The fire's been contained and there's no threat to nearby communities, but the flames are still going with trained fire crews there and streams of water on those flames. So take a look. Skyfox is overhead right now with another live view and the firefighting efforts right now. We know the refinery covers roughly 1.5 square miles and has more than 1,000 miles of pipelines. Those crews face intense heat and extremely flammable chemicals. Flames erupting at the Chevron refinery, sending a giant fireball into the air late last night, visible for miles across the South Bay. Officials say by the next hour, the fire was contained with no injuries reported and no threat to the public. But that blast shook homes and was heard and felt in Manhattan and Redondo Beach to the south. Witnesses describing a loud rumbling roar followed by those intense flames.
Felt like an earthquake, and then I saw red flash through our blinds onto the side of the house facing the refinery. We have 2 windows there. I'm like, that's the refinery. And then I heard the hiss that is usually the safety flare, but it was way more intense than usual. So I went and got her up. We booked it out the door, and there was just nothing but a wall of fire that looked like it could cross the street and come this way towards all the houses on this side.
And as those flames continued overnight, parts of Manhattan Beach were under a shelter-in-place order until about 1:30 this morning. The city of El Segundo, meanwhile, and a Chevron spokesperson confirming the blaze never left the facility and all personnel have been accounted for. Coming back out here live now, another look at the active fire. Chevron officials say their monitoring equipment has not detected any danger.